So hello friends, we are talking about Warcraft 3. The patch 1.35 has come out, and I just want to tell you that it's like a huge improvement. This actually might be the first stepping stone for me in actually redeeming this game. Albeit it's 3 years after launch, we thought the game was abandoned. We've had two big patches this year, I mean 2.5 maybe. The last one was notoriously buggy. This one that we've just got has been such a huge improvement. If we look at this now, we can actually click on the ladder, and we can actually see like ladder, orc solo ladder. Here we go, here's me at 139th. There's pages of players, like I went through this the other night. There's just pages of players. The ladder is responsive. We can actually click on any of these players and we can actually whisper them, or we can even view their profile. You can see their wins and losses. We can see their game history. We can even click in and see the details about the game history. This is such a huge improvement over what we had in Warcraft 3, I think, like the vanilla game. We can also go into our own profile now, which is working better, albeit still a little bit laggy, but I mean I can deal with a little bit of lag, and see all our recent games. Again, we can click into any of these games. We can from here click into any of the people we played against, and we can see how they're getting on. We can see their performance in this current season, so we know what we're stacking up against, if we win or if we lose. And I guess we can add friends from there. So that part of the game is actually really nice. They fixed this, and I've yet to have a game not get recorded. That was an issue that plagued last season. I want to say like 20 times, maybe even 50 times. You'd play a game to the completion, it would say the game wasn't recorded, and it didn't happen. Like the game just didn't exist. That game never took place. That has not happened to me once yet. I haven't played any 2v2s or 3s. Or 4s actually. I kind of focus on solo, but I am going to play some, so if that changes I will let you know. But right now, as a solo player, that whole experience is so much better. I've also been able to finally create my clan. You can see it here, United Kingdom Elite. This was a clan that I had like 20 years ago in 2003. So if anyone is watching and they're from the UK, they want to join the clan, you can message me and we can maybe set about making a trial game. But we've created our clan, we've got clan settings, we've got members. I guess we can ban people or disband the clan, but clans are back. I want to get some clan 80s going, and hopefully we'll get some of them on the YouTube channel soon. But clans and the ladder and all that, this has been such a huge improvement. I have been so critical of Blizzard over the last 6 months. I've been tweeting at them and I've been complaining so hard that they should give this game the time it deserves. And this patch has been a huge step in the right direction for me in terms of actual, like, getting that ladder experience to be fun and not frustrating for everybody. There's been a few other improvements, as in we actually have like a new map pool, so there's a bit of variation in the map, which I like. We also have, I guess, like a new season. They made the season a year in length. I think that's too long, and I think we need some rewards that carry over from season to season. In Heroes of the Storm, which I played, there would be specific portraits that you would earn each season, and they would carry over. I think some sort of portraits to breathe some life and breathe some sort of longevity into those seasons would be really nice. But overall, as you can see, that is a great improvement. I obviously am playing on the Reforged graphics. Some people still hate them, but I think they've improved the zoom for classic graphics, so you can zoom out a bit more, and they've improved the zoom again on Reforged graphics. If you haven't watched any of my games, you should check some of them out. You can find them all down below on the YouTube channel. So pulling out the patch notes, we got custom campaigns. I am not really familiar with custom campaigns, so maybe someone else will cover that. But the balance update has definitely changed the meta. There's definitely new things. Night Elves seem very, very strong at the moment. I'm not going to go into every single change for the balance on this update, but you know, you can check them out just by going straight into the launcher on Battle.net and clicking through. Obviously, there's the new map pool, as I mentioned before. So many fixes for the leaderboard. It just works now, thank God. Season roll updates. I don't know what season roll is. Oh, I think that's just saying that there's a new season. A year is too long for a season. I'll be bored before a year is out. The last season was from like August till now, so almost 6 months, and that was sort of pushing it. I don't see any reason to have a season longer than 6 months. And then they did a bunch of bug fixes. My experience is, and I use the Reforged client, I use the Reforged graphics. I know that arguably they're not super competitive if you want to use those graphics, but that's what I enjoy and that's what I'm playing. I haven't had a single crash. So everything, and I was crashing occasionally before, there was some stability issues, like just black screen, it hung up my computer completely. So far, so good. Let me know in the comments below what you've thought of this patch. I actually asked a community survey on my YouTube channel earlier this week if people thought this patch was a step in the right direction. There's only 12 people that voted because this is a smaller channel, and if you do want to help see me grow, then you could consider subscribing down below. But only 12 people voted, and all 12 did say that this patch was a great patch for the game. So it really seems like, as critical as I have been, thank you Blizzard, thank you for giving this game some love. It deserves love. It's one of the greatest RTSs that I've ever played. Probably is the greatest RTS ever played. That's why I want to play it 20 years on. I still want Warcraft 4, don't get me wrong, but I'll settle for you to keep giving us some patches on this game. But what's next? I wanted to go back and look at some of the launch features that were still missing and figure out, what does this game still need? What is the priorities? So I'm back to the forums. I posted this 2 years ago, Jan 2021, and I said when the game first came out, I played about 200 games with it launched with my clan. However, they all got bored and moved on. Any of my clanmates are watching this, please message me now. We've got our clan back. Anyone from the UK that wants to join, hit me up. So clans are back. Player profiles are back. In fact, you can actually see quite a lot of information on player profiles. Ladder stats are good. Arrange teams with rankings in your profile. I haven't done any arranged teams. Someone in comments let me know what the situation with, have we got arranged teams back? How do they display in your profile? I can't imagine that, like, I don't see any space for arranged teams. Oh, well, maybe actually. You know what, I could probably just look on the leaderboard and see, does somebody have arranged teams in their profile? Surely the guy who's number one on the leaderboard, he might not actually, because like he's just playing solos. What if we just pick someone random that's got a lot of games? Actually, I should pick someone who's got games in 2v2, of course. Aha! Looks like 2v2 profiles. This is interesting. So if I go 2v2 arranged. Nice! Oh, and you even get details of the team and their win history. Alright, this is sick. Alright, so we got this as well. Clanmates, return to the game, I'm ready. We need to get some 2v2s going on the go. Okay, we don't have weekly/daily tournaments, and we don't yet have the old Battle.net chat rooms. I hate these new Battle.net chat rooms. Look at them. They're dead. Nobody speaks in them. I could move my head so you can see that this is just called Warcraft 3 General with no number. And the last time Battle.net chat rooms were good, in my opinion, was Warcraft 3. We also had good Battle.net chat rooms in Diablo 2, not Reforged. Actually, maybe Reforged. No, I don't think Reforged. We had good chat rooms in Warcraft 3 and Diablo 2 when they put you in a local region one. For example, I'm in Great Britain, so I would get put into like Warcraft 3 GBR 1. And if you were in France, you got put into France 1. If you were in German, you got put into German 1. And that's how the UK Elite Guild came about, because it was like we were in a UK guild, so we go into the UK chat room. Having these general chat rooms, for whatever reason, no one speaks in them. I'm sure you know this, Blizzard. I'm sure you have analytics that tells you no one speaks in these chat rooms. So why don't we go back to region chat rooms, where that means everyone in these chat rooms is speaking the same language. Then people are more inclined to say hello because they think they're people that they know or they're local or whatever. But when it was used to be like, when you used to log in and go, and you used to be able to just type this. I could just type join Warcraft 3 GBR1. Technically, I think they changed it from just because people with vanilla Warcraft 3 would go there. People with the Frozen Throne would go into Frozen Throne GBR1, right? There'll be nobody in. I don't even think the join command works, because we're joining channel GBR1. Yeah, look, no one's there. We should get that back, right? Like, that was a hub for all the people in the UK, and it really did help. It really did help you make friends. I feel like my experiences have come back, and I've been playing Warcraft 3 now since August. You can see that on my profile. I've got like 350 orc wins. I don't have any friends. I think I met one guy in a solo game, but in solo you're kind of busy microwing, so you're not really talking. So the only place I would talk is when I log in, I would say hello. And these general channels are they're so abstracted. You see this guy in general, you're never going to see him again. You know, you see, so fix the chat rooms, bring them back. I feel like that's important. What else did I say on the forums? Daily, weekly tournaments. Yes, back in Warcraft 3 we also had special icons. It's kind of annoying you have to come almost out of the multiplayer menu to go down and select your icon. But we had special icons that you used to get for competing in tournament games. And tournament games were games that were run, like Battle.net tournaments that were run on a weekly or an evening. And I don't think those icons even exist anymore. Unfortunately, I lost my old Warcraft account. I'd have loved it if I could have recovered my account that had like 15,000 wins or something. But, yeah, so the old portraits, I guess they just flat out don't exist anymore for the... what we're trying to say... The portraits for the tournaments don't exist yet. Oh, you can now change it here. Okay, so that's something. So you don't have to go all the way out of the menu to change your portrait. So that's cool, but for me, the weekly tournaments as well, because they were that Great Britain thing, you would log in. If I remember correctly, it was at the top of the screen. So this is sort of what you used to see, right? You would see your play game, you would see your range team button. And I believe it was one of these was tournaments, or maybe even the tournament appeared in this section here. So the chat rooms just felt better defined, I guess. Like the chat room defaults to closed, I think, or it defaults to this sort of thing. I don't need to see this orc. This orc has no value. Put the chat room in front. What's all this wasted space in front of this orc? Put the chat room in front and let me make it bigger, right? What does this let you make a bigger chat? Yeah, I mean, that's horrible because it's overlapping other UI. Just make the bigger button, make it come up to the top of this orc, and make it default open. I don't think everyone's name needs to be this wide or long or whatever you call it. I'm not a UI designer, but like, you know, get more people's names in the list so that you see more people, it looks more active, and there's more people to talk to. And yeah, I mean, I just I kind of just prefer this old interface anyway, but that's regardless. They're not going to change the interface back. So fix this interface. Make this just go like this. Put more people's names in. Get the region channels back. Do that first, because that will improve the social aspect of the game. And then... Oh, look, you've even got it. It's just not obvious how to... Why would you want that? Just have that. Have that as default, right? That should be default. And put people into channels where there's actually going to be some talking, or if there's not going to be some talking, put some information into these channels to make them talk. You know, like I felt the same in StarCraft. Right, StarCraft was the first time they moved away. StarCraft 2, sorry, they moved away from like those GBR channels, and they moved to these sort of like general channels. And the general channels, I had no friends in StarCraft 2 either. I feel like I had no friends in Heroes of the Storm because I played that a lot as well from the chat room. So like when you've made these more general rooms, maybe the problem they had before was like some countries didn't have very many players. Well, maybe those countries could just get put with a bigger country. But I think for me it lost a lot of the, like, no one speaks. Look, I've been online speaking about this for 10 minutes. Literally no one spoken. I don't even know how to change it to chat back in, like, I've thought clicking here would give me the option to chat into this room that I'm in. Like, this is going to chat to my clan, which is fine, but how do you change this? Like, left click, right click? How do I just chat in the general room that I'm in, right? I mean, I can whisper him, but then how do I... Great, how do I change it back to chat in the general room? Okay, so there's the next problem. This is a huge problem. Like, you've got no social because your chat interface sucks. So I'm still going to be critical because I want this game to be good. And the old interface was very easy. And guilds had their own. They had their own chat channel as well. And now this guy's in a whisper, and I don't. It's like a whisper channel. Weird. So, but I can't leave it. I don't know. The chat room needs fixed. So that was my thoughts. That's what I was missing. And I said, is there any ETA on the features? And I really thought when I made this post I would never hear anything. I thought the game was dead. The last reply in this post was actually June 22. And it was me joking that they've got vicarious visions. They did a great job on Diablo 2 Remastered, to be fair. I really enjoyed Diablo 2 Remastered. Maybe some of them are who's working on Warcraft 3, but thank you to whoever's been working on Warcraft 3. The multiplayer section has got so much better. There was also this post that was ages ago called Reforged is a forced downgrade for classic users. I'm not going to touch on that today because that's way too much to go into in a video. But I feel like there is improvements that can still be made to improve your multiplayer of this game. And I've heard there's a rumour that there could be some sort of relaunch. I heard Blizzard sent out a survey. I'd be more than happy to talk to Blizzard if anyone wants to reach out and talk to me. I'm so passionate about this game. I think it is my all-time favourite game. I sort of quit it for a while to play World of Warcraft and some other MMOs, but I was so excited it was coming back. I love RTS. RTS doesn't get represented all that much in the modern genre anymore, and I guess that's probably what you're going to see on my YouTube channel, is older RTS games. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching for the end. Let me know if you think there is hope for the future of Warcraft 3. I would love there to be, and I will continue to make any sort of content that I think will help us get to ultimately the great future. Thank you again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do that, and I'll catch you in the next one. And if anyone wants to reach out from Blizzard, I'm sure you can find my email address on the contact page, or leave me a comment and I'll get in touch with you. Thanks again. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Brotherhood of Strategy, signing out. Peace.